What's up, everybody? Welcome to Dice House and their DCO commentary. I wanted to bring this video here to you guys today to let you all know, give you a little announcement, all that, a little advertisement out there, just so as many people can set aside some time, make some plans on it to show up for it. But we're going to be doing another live stream on the DCUO Source cast tomorrow evening at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And with all of our normal live streams that we do, we're going to have a special guest. This time around, it's going to be an extra special guest because it's going to be Mepps, the community manager for DCUO. And why is this visit from Mepps onto our show any different than any times he's been on in the past? Well, if you know in the past and all that, usually whenever we have Mepps on, that's usually when we get some details about some new updates or info about some new stuff coming into the game. This time is going to be no different because this time around we are going to be able to get you guys some information on DLC 6 Home Turf that has not been really released up until now. Basically, we're going to be able to we're going to be there to, we're going to talk a little bit about the winter event and all that, including the date for its release. We'll also be talking a little bit about future game updates. And then we're also going to get into some reveal info for DLC 6, mostly focusing on the player bases themselves, themes, props, furniture, amenities, etc., etc., etc. We'll get into some of the pillars of the expansion itself here, and then we'll also, but we won't, we may not get into too many details about those specifically, but we'll talk a little bit about the lair duels, end-game solo PvE content, the mainframes and all that. The mainframes is one I'm really interested in. Curious to see if we can find out what the costs are, stuff like that. But yeah, we're gonna get to find out all about that stuff here. Now, maybe I may ask what the progress is about our PvP maps too. I did promise Mepps though I would not pester him too much about those, as much as I would like to get that information. But I'm curious what you guys want to know about DLC 6, the winter event, future updates, and everything. I know the biggest question out there: when's Fire and Ice update coming out? Hopefully, we'll be able to hopefully, we'll get an answer from Mepps tomorrow night. I'm really hoping so too. I'm really looking forward to Fire, especially as you can probably guess, because I've been playing Fire since the beta. But if you've got any questions though, you want me to ask Mepps on the live stream, then please leave them in the comments below. I will make sure to try and fit in those questions towards the end of the show, most likely, whenever we get all the info out and everything. And I'm sure me and Trexter are probably going to be, flooding him with questions and everything too, with every little tidbit, of information that he reveals to us. We'll definitely be trying to find out as much as we can for you guys. But I'm curious, don't just leave your questions in the comments below about, what you want me to ask Mepps, but also, tell me what are you looking forward to the most with DLC 6 with the Home Turf. I mean, me personally, this is the most anticipated DLC for myself personally. They've released. This is because it adds something completely new to the game. It doesn't just add, new PvE content or even new PvP content. I mean, we're getting that with it, but it's also adding a totally new aspect of the game. Not to mention the fact this is kind of like the precursor. I mean, what we're going to see in Home Turf is basically kind of what we're going to see come to us with the League Halls in Halls of Power DLC 8. So, and granted, that's still a ways off, but still, I mean, this is basically like the startup. This is what we're seeing first, and what's going to be in Home Turf. We're going to be probably seeing a lot of that in DLC 8 as well. So, what are you guys mostly looking forward to with this DLC here? Is my biggest question for you guys. What are you looking forward to the most out of it? I mean, I personally, I've got my own personal, things I would like to see in there. I mean, I'd like to have a teleporter that will take me to, any of the cities, so I don't have to, go through a PD or the Watchtower or anything like that. So, something that would, speed up the process, of going from like Metropolis to Gotham. I'd like to see something like that. I'd also like to see something, maybe I don't feel like going to Gotham to, bust crystals to build up my supercharge. So I'd rather, be able to do that inside my own lair. I mean, that's something that I would like to do. But what do you guys wanting to see? I mean, we're gonna be, getting in all this information and everything like that. But I want to know what you guys want to see in home turf. I mean, we're getting down here towards the home stretch of them going to be releasing it. Hopefully, towards the end of January. I think that's when Jens Anderson said that he was hoping that it would be out. So, yeah. I mean, what do you guys want to see? I mean, I'm curious to know what you guys are looking forward to seeing. I mean, we talked about Halls of Power in a previous video of mine, but we haven't really touched that much on home turf as much since the first announced it in at SOE Live. So yes, live stream will be tomorrow evening, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're gonna have Mepps on there talking about all the deals, as much of the DLC 6 info that they are going to release to us, basically, at this time. Granted, it's still like another month away, but hopefully it's going to be a short month for everybody, and everybody will be able to finally get their hands on it. Like I said, I'm really excited for this DLC because of the entirely new aspect to the game, and it's brilliant. But yeah. I mean, that's pretty much it. This video is a little bit long here. This is a nice little match here we had against Untouchable Echelon, queuing up, syncing up queues the other night. I don't know if they were running a tank in this match or not. A lot of people have been talking, a lot of people have been running double DPS groups lately. And, and there's a big debate, about, running with a tank, being boring in a match and everything like that. Frankly, I've run against teams that have come in with double DPS, and they've only I mean I'll admit they beat us in there, but they only beat us by 1 kill, and then we ran against the same team basically later that evening, and they were running with a tank, and they beat us again, but they only beat us with 1 kill. So I mean, I don't really see the allure of the whole double DPS thing. I think to me personally, it seems like more like a mentality of the numbers guys. People too busy looking at the scoreboard type thing instead of looking at the what the score was at the end of it. I mean, I don't know. That's just me. But yeah. Anyways, link for the live stream will be in the description below. Again, this is going to be tomorrow evening, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Trex's Twitch TV account, where we will be. We talked to Green Nash about that supercharge. He doesn't do that anymore. Definitely need to be having you run a support supercharge in there, Nash. But we were kind of like shaking our heads at him for that. But yeah, so yeah, like I said though. Tomorrow evening, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Live stream on Trex's Twitch TV channel. Mepps is going to be there answering, giving us some info on DLC 6. Hopefully be able to answer some of your questions and all that. Leave them in the comments below. I will ask him as many questions as we have time available for. We tend to go kind of long during our live stream, so be prepared for that. Be prepared to, if you guys are going to stop by, and please stop by, absolutely please stop by and listen into the live stream while we're done talking about all this stuff. As far as the chat and everything, you guys got questions, while you're in the chat. I mean, I can't guarantee we'll be looking at the chat too much because I'm going to be jotting down notes and all that and follow-up questions and stuff like that the whole time. But we'll definitely take a look at the chat towards the end of the show to try and find out, see if there's any questions in there folks want answered and stuff like that, and we'll try and fit those in as well. But yeah, this match is winding down here. Fun match against Untouchable Echelon. I actually know a few of these guys, especially Raging Gambit. Been running into him off and on. I think since at least since Mega Servers. I remember running into him. hanging out, talking to them every once in a while. But good group of guys and all that. Nice fun match. Had a bit of fun with them. But Trex is on my Skype right now, banging away at me. We're trying to iron out some details and everything about what we're going to do and all that. You know, hopefully Mepps is going to bring some pics along with him for the live stream too. So maybe, hopefully, we'll be able to take a look at some of the new stuff that's going on in there. But anyways, yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you liked the video, please do so by giving it a thumbs up. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe. I look forward to seeing you guys all there at this live stream tomorrow night. All right, until next time, you guys all take care. Bye.